the Biannual Bibliothon. Can you believe it is already day 4? We are already more than halfway through this week and I am just not prepared for it to end. Day 4 of the Biannual Bibliothon is being hosted by Kelly from Kelly's Booksville, and Kelly is hosting the Creative Book Review Challenge, where basically you are meant to review a book in a more creative way than what we normally see on BookTube. Kelly's going to be giving away one copy of The Diviners by Limba Bray to one of our really creative and innovative participants, so if you'd like to know how you can enter that giveaway and possibly win that book, check out the guidelines in the description of this video. Now, if you've been following me for a while, mostly on social media, you probably will know what I've decided to do for today's creative book review, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey, what's up? Hello, my name is Emma, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LUX series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This review is totally spoiler-free, so even if you haven't read the LUX series, you can still listen to all my thoughts. The LUX series follows a girl named Katie who moves to West Virginia before the start of her senior year. While she's prepared for trying to fit into moving into a new town, she is not prepared for the tidal wave that is her next door neighbors, Dee and Demon Black. While Dee is kind enough, Demon is arrogant, rude, and just a straight-up jerk. After inevitably spending more time with them, Katie realizes the Blacks have a bigger secret than she could have imagined. They're aliens, and they're being hunted. There's another species of extraterrestrials looking for the Luxon in order to steal all of their powers, but with Katie lit up like a Christmas tree, she inevitably has to spend more time with the Blacks before they are found. Individually, I gave each book in the series a rating in a range of 3.5 to 5 stars, but as a total, I'd probably give this series a 4-star. My order of least favorite to favorite would probably be Origin, Opposition, Opal, Onyx, and then Obsidian being number 1. I was honestly enthralled by the story by the first few minutes of the audiobook. It just gave me a lot of those same old, fun-filled, entertaining feelings you get when reading a YA for the first time. It's very similar to Twilight in the respect that it's about a girl who has to move to another town and meets a boy from another world and has to team up with him to survive. Honestly, the Twilight references are totally uncanny. It was honestly like Twilight fanfiction, but with different supernatural creatures. I mean, right down to the boy saves the girl from a moving vehicle with his powers. It's honestly so similar, and I love it. I don't want you guys to think that I'm saying it's a total carbon copy. While the LUX series does share a lot of similar aspects to urban fantasy novels and contemporary sci-fi, it's more like it gave me nostalgia of reading books like Twilight. This is how I felt experiencing that story for the first time, and I love books that can do that for me. As for characters, I really liked Katie. I thought she was a great narrator, and I had so much fun reading from her perspective. I also love the fact that Katie is a book blogger. I loved reading about her doing blog posts and art swaps, and working with publishers, just all the normal stuff that we do every day. While throughout the series, I ended up loving Damon. I absolutely hated him in book 1. It didn't take very long for me to love Damon. I mean, by the first Strawberry Milkshake and Onyx, I was a puddle for Damon Black. So while I absolutely love him now, I will never forget how exasperated I was when I was reading Obsidian for the first time and everyone was gushing over him. Honestly, I think my favorite character of all is Dee. Dee is honestly just such a sweet little cinnamon roll. She's so kind and caring and sweet and compassionate to everyone she meets. Honestly, she goes through so much more than anyone in this entire series, and I feel like she's so underrated. Honestly, I really don't like how Jennifer L. Armentrout treated Dee at some parts of the story. I feel like she was really absent at some times just because she wanted to give Damon and Katie more page time, and I absolutely detest reading about that in books, but honestly, I just think Dee has such a pure heart and soul, and it was such a pleasure to read about her in these books. Continuing on with characters, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the story for you guys, for those of you who haven't finished it, but there are certain characters that die in the midst of the chaos of the story. If you finished the LUX series, you might know what I'm talking about, but there's just a certain group of characters that were killed off at the end of the series, and I feel like the main reason was to bring the main plot back to the main characters, and again, I hate when things are done for convenience like that in books. Now, while I've thoroughly enjoyed my time reading the LUX series, it is in no way great literature. While the story was fun, I wouldn't consider it something that was deep or so thought-provoking for me as a reader. The writing was nothing extravagant. I mean, we do repeat holy alien babies every single chapter. I originally decided that I wanted to pick up the audiobooks because Sarah without an H, who is like the queen of audiobooks, said she was really enjoying them. So Sarah had told me while talking to Create Books about the LUX series, she had said, it's like candy, it's so good, but there's no nutritional value, which I think describes the LUX series perfectly well, but I'm just trying to warn you, if you go into LUX, you're probably not going to read anything totally life-changing, but that doesn't negate the fact that these books are addicting AF and such an entertaining read. I think that is it for my review of the LUX series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon for a new one. Bye! So that was today's challenge. This is actually kind of part of a series I had gotten an idea for a really long time ago. I wanted to do a series of book reviews in addition to my normal book reviews called Hoop Reviews. I have patented in that. Nobody else on BookTube can do that. That was originally my idea. But, you know, it was complicated. It was a lot of trouble filming this video because I have to hula hoop while talking and thinking of things to say about books. So if Hoop Reviews is something you guys would like to see in the future, I would love to know. For now, let's move on to day 3's reading wrap up. The lighting in my room is terrible and my skin looks so pink because I just got out of the shower. But it is 11:30 at night, so this is like a legitimate update for you guys because it's basically almost day 4. But I did have a pretty decent day of reading. Firstly, I started my 3rd book of the Biannual Bibliothon, which is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I'm using this to complete the Wild Card / free choice book, as well as the Read From an Author You Never Read From Before, because I haven't read from V.E. Schwab, I have read from Victoria Schwab, but it's published under V.E. Schwab, so it's different. I've read 212 pages of that today, which I am really, really proud of because this book took me so long to start. Oh my god, for the first 130 pages, I had no idea what was going on. I could not connect to the plot or the characters. I legitimately cannot remember anything from the first 100 pages. But luckily, it picked up very, very quickly after that, and as soon as like one thing clicked in my head, the rest of the book did, and now I'm absolutely loving it. I wish I could stay up later and read more. Maybe I'll try to, but I'm really tired, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But because my reading pace had to slow down so much to try and understand this book, I think 212 pages is really, really great for today. And today I also listened to about 2 hours of The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead. Again, I'm listening to this in parts, and so each part is divided into like an hour and a half, and so it's really difficult for me to determine exactly how much I've listened to, but I would like to think that I listened to about 2 hours of it today. I'm on part 6 of 8, so I'm almost done, and I'm really confident that I'm going to finish it this week. I am absolutely loving this book. Today's listening was not as good as yesterday's. There were a few problematic things and things that just made me cringe, but overall, I am really, really loving this book, and I'm having so much fun listening to it. It's by far my favorite in the series yet. So, again, this was not as good as day 1, but we're getting there. We're getting through my TBR, and I'm really excited to finish all of these amazing books. Alright, that is it for all things Biannual Bibliothon related for day 4. Check out all the host videos, go on over to the Biannual Bibliothon YouTube channel and enter Kelly's giveaway, and don't forget to check out our Twitter at BIBIBibliothon for today's reading sprints. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for my host day. Bye!